Welcome back to our channel where we talk all things real estate and lifestyle here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. If you're new around here, I'm a real estate agent here locally, showing you what it looks like to live here. Today I want to tell a quick story about how we recently got a client under contract and in their home in less than 3 weeks. The important part here is that they are military members, the husband's in the Army, and they're getting PCS here to Fort Carson, and they needed a home quickly. So let me take you through the timeline. On December 26th, I was referred this buyer by another agent, and so I spoke to the buyers that day. We kind of got clear on what they were looking for. I got them connected with a lender. I found out their timeline, found out that they were getting here to the Springs on January 23rd, and that they had housing lined up temporarily until January 30th. So we really only had a month to find them a house and get them under contract, which was a bit challenging because with their budget, they wanted to stay at a price point that is very competitive here in Colorado Springs. So we took additional steps to make sure when they do make an offer that it's a solid one and that we can get them under contract right away. They got talking to a local lender here in the Springs that got them all set up, pre-approved, ran all their numbers, collected their documents, and made sure that they're ready to go as soon as we find a house. So typically when you're looking for a house, you're looking for about 30 to 60 days. And then from the time that you find the house till you close and move into the house, you're 30 days. But because these buyers didn't contact us until December 26th, and they needed to be in a home the latest by January 30th, it really only gave us about a week and a half to get them into a house. What we did next is we set them up on a customized search based on what their needs were. We started sending them houses. We spoke about different areas, and they sent us a few that they were interested in. We went out and video recorded them for them, uploaded them into a YouTube link, sent them the link, made sure we pointed out, noise in the area, location, if there were any bad smells in the house, if it wasn't maintained properly, the age of the water heater, the age of the roof, all those things. So they found a house, we went under contract on it. Unfortunately, we uncovered some things that would have been a problem for the buyer in the future. The seller did an add-on to the house that wasn't permitted, which means if anything were to ever happen with the house, like a fire or anything catastrophic that insurance would need to cover, it wouldn't be covered because the add-on wasn't permitted. We brought that to their attention right away, and we were able to get them canceled out of that contract right before the inspection, so they did not have to spend the money on the inspection. And we went back to the drawing board. So for 2 or 3 more days, we were out recording more videos for them, weren't really finding anything. And then on a Thursday, a house came on the market that was remodeled in really good condition, had most of the updates that they needed and the space that they needed. So we went out, recorded it right away. It was in the middle of a blizzard. We had snow falling, but my husband, who's also a real estate agent here locally and is a veteran, went out right away, recorded the video for them, sent it to them, and we drafted an offer within 2 hours. I called the other agent and let him know what the situation was, that these people are solid buyers. They're needing a home to get into by January 30th. I had the local lender call the agent to also vouch for the buyers, let the agent know that she's fully pre-approved them. She only needs an address and appraisal, and we're good to go on the loan file. We can close in 2.5 to 3 weeks. So we wrote up the offer. I sent some additional information. I sent a compelling email, and we basically begged them to accept the offer, even with them being on the market so new. We did all that. I spoke to the agent. I let him know I'm easy to work with. I had actually worked with this agent in the past, which also helped. And sure enough, we got them under contract the day it came on the market. And we were even able to negotiate some seller paid concessions for them, where the seller was paying for some of their closing costs. So that night I set up the inspection for the buyer. The inspector came out the next day. I attended the inspection. I recorded the summary for the buyers, sent it out to them, and then we discussed what we wanted the seller to fix or replace. And now my buyers are coming to the Springs on January 30th. They are moving to a house that fits their needs right on time, with the seller having paid most of their closing costs, with a new furnace, new roof, newer water heater, and they can stay in this house for 3 years, let it accumulate some equity, and then go to either sell or rent it when they are getting ready to head to their next duty station. All this to say that who you hire matters, and that if you are looking for a real estate agent, you should make sure that they are experienced and that they understand that there is an urgency behind those type of transactions and finding a family a home, because they really have a very tight timeline and don't have a ton of backup options if they can't find a house in time. If we can help you make your move to Colorado Springs easier and more simple, we'd love to help. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.